Jimmy Kambosos fight week is here, a couple of days to go. What'd you take from the press conference? Got a little bit of a hungry line up there coming for your son?
Of course you've got to have a hungry line, mate. The kid's got to give himself confidence somehow. So, you know what? I've got to give the kid credit, but that's all I'm going to give him. Jake Wyllie, credit to you, mate. You've stepped up. You're taking the fight. You know, the money was, you know, something that you couldn't knock back neither, because I know the figure. So, you know, that is a motivator. But look, of course, Jake's got to, you know, he's got to come in confident. He knows he's fighting George Kambosos. He ain't fighting, you know, a tuk-tuk driver. You know, so, you know, credit to the kid. He's made the press conference a little bit more exciting by coming back and telling George that I'm coming to win, and you know, I'm the young guy that's going to knock you off your perch in your hometown of Sydney.
You spoke very highly. Two big world-class world title fights. Sky Nicholson,
yeah.
Tiara Brown.
Yeah,
what do you think of Sky Nicholson, Tiara Brown? She wouldn't shake the hand.
No.
Tiara would not.
No.
Has she drawn a line there? Or?
Yeah, well, this is an American thing, mate. You know the Americans. They love that kind of stuff. And Tiara's like, you know, she's a typical, you know, American, and you don't expect nothing less. And she's very confident she beats Sky, and you know, and takes that belt off her. But look, Sky, she's just quiet, lets her hands do the talking in the ring, and on the face-off there, she literally just like turned her cheek to her and said, "Yeah, just keep yapping away. I'm not interested. Let's see what happens Saturday night." So, you know, that was good. It's a good fight. I think it's a very, very well-matched fight. You know, Sky and like Nicholson and Brown. I think it's a very well-matched fight.
Who wins it, Jimmy?
I think Sky will just outbox her.
Too good?
Yeah, I think she'll box her. Go the distance, get the points.
How is it for you this week? It's been a big week.
Oh,
drama.
Huge.
You know what I mean? I know New York's in your sights, but the next 2 days you've got a job done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Talk about the mental side, and the stress and everything. Opponents pulling out. We can't show a photo of Dewar, but we did see it yesterday. A lot of people did see it. We've also got the doctor's report.
Yeah, I've got that yesterday.
A lot of moving parts.
Oh, yeah. Like I said in that press conference, I had my worst Sunday, you know, in regards to obviously the Argentinian Palacio, you know, with him not be able to get on a flight, and stuck in Chile for a further 12 hours until I got some technical issue on a visa sorted. But then all of a sudden, your dance manager reaches out to me and tells me, "My apologies, Mr. Kambosos, I got bad news. Dwight Jordan is out. He's collapsed at training. He's been rushed to hospital, and he's now basically got fluids getting pumped into him, and he's in a bad way with bad headaches, and he's getting MRI scans. So unfortunately, Dwight's out." Now, when you get something like that 5 days out, that just rocks your world, and you think, you know, what the hell's going on here? So I knew that Eddie was over in Orlando, and the time was actually very early. So I left a few voice messages on WhatsApp. He called me immediately when he was up, and we were scrambling to find an opponent. And Jake Wyllie was the opponent, because he was already in preparation to fight April the 6th on Tim Zhu's undercard in Newcastle. So the thing is, he was already ready to go, and he's you know, he's ready. He's been sparring, he's been training. So he's not a guy that we've, you know, pulled off the shelf. That's not prepared at all. You know, he's prepared, and you can tell the way, you know, he's grown a little bit of confidence, I've noticed. Yesterday we did the Legends thing, doing group photos, and he would stand in the back, and I'd pull him up, say, "Hey, listen, you're the main event now. You come stand in the front with George." So you could
you
tell
might manage him, so
well, possibly, you know. But you know what? He's very nervous. You can tell it's starting to really hit home with every day that goes by. But today, there's a bit more confidence about the kid. You know, he's taken those, you know, he's taken the pills for this morning's confidence and for the press conference. Yeah.
Hitchens is yapping again today.
Yeah.
Talking again. Jack Cattrall's also.
Yes, I know.
Jack Cattrall come out. They think the guy over here that does the bins at the arena, he's called you out. I've even called George out. What's it like having everyone call your son out. You know, we've had a lot of people online this week. We've had posters even created. People doing videos that probably shouldn't be doing videos. They were terrible videos. But how do you feel about all that?
Mate, to be honest, I seen that this morning with Jack Catterall as well.
Yeah.
And I think like, wow, we got Jack Catterall, we got Hitchens, obviously. He's the one that where the most noise is coming from, and the Sydney fight is basically what we're concentrating on. But you know what? It's unbelievable. I mean, everybody wants a piece of George Kambosos. Everybody wants to be on the big stage, get a big payday. With the most marketable guy in the 140 division now, George Kambosos. It's incredible. So George Kambosos.
Do you reckon Terra Moana might call him out next?
Well, to be honest, if he does, we're going to have to work hard to put some weight on him. But you know what? I went down. I drove past the other day, and we've got the Centrelink. And you know what? I noticed out in the front of the Centrelink there was a guy. I think it was George Kambosos, and he was handing out dollar notes to some of the guys that called him out. He was handing out dollar notes, to some of these Australian guys that called him out recently. And you know what? It looked like it was payday, check day for the Centrelink boys. You know, it was, here he is now.
What are they saying? What, they're hating on us again? What about the suits now?
We've just found out the guy that does all the
The guy that
recycling
garbage
here
bins.
also called you out.
Oh, of course I am. You know what? I'm going to give him a shot.
He's over here.
Stop your plan. Give him a fucking shot.
And you know what? Did he have the yellow bin or the red bin? Because if he had the red bin, he's wasted, because that's waste.
We're gonna do it.
No.
Hitchens, fully focused. Does George have to make a statement on Saturday night impressively for Richardson to go, wow, shit,
Well, look,
this is, George at the weight at 140 for the first time, and he's a live dog for when he comes to New York. Does it have to be one of those statements on Saturday night?
Look, first and foremost, you've got to get the victory, right? That's what you've trained for. It's a 12-round fight. And the thing is, George got plenty of rounds to break the kid down. But look, we're preparing for victory. But once again, you're fighting an unknown who hasn't really got a fancy resume, even though he's got knockouts, but really he's been knocking out nobodies. So once you're moving in this 140 division, you need to make a statement, yes, because if you go the distance with a guy like this, that 140 division is not going to be a division that you're going to last long, and it's not going to work for you. So we know where George is going to be at in this. He's stronger. He holds an extra 2.4 kilos now. He looks super, super strong. And yes, a statement is exactly what's got to be made. But first and foremost, it's a victory by any means. And if it goes 12, so be it.
Will Hitchens get called out straight away and say, look, it's on?
Well, as far as I know, it's a done deal. I mean, I've got that.
Have we got a date?
I've got. Well, I don't have a date, but they're calling out a date of June, so I don't know how solid that date is. But my job is to make sure that I can negotiate a date that works for us as well. But look, if it's June, it's a quick turnaround, and we're happy to go with a quick turnaround because George is going straight into the fight. Last time Hitchens fought was in December. So George will have more of that, the ring IQ and pretty much being in that ring. So a quick turnaround would be 3 months, yeah.